Hello everyone, my name is Bridget Emmett and I'm here to start off the talks that you've got during the next 2 days from the Mission Board for Soil, Health and Food. So I'll just start sharing my screen. Okay, so an outline of the talks you're going to hear. I'm going to start off with this introduction, then you'll have 2 talks from Alfred, and then I'll come back tomorrow to give a talk on supporting environment. So first of all, our strapline, caring for soil is caring for life, and our moonshot is ensure 75% of soils are healthy by 2030 for food, people, nature and climate. So the first thing to ask is perhaps, why is there a soil health and food mission? Well, soil is a scarce and non-renewable resource. It takes hundreds of years to generate a centimetre of topsoil. They're currently threatened. A new analysis that we've done suggests 60 to 70% of all soils in Europe are unhealthy. We have a lack of policy coordination, and soil health underpins many of the requirements that we hope will get delivered from the Green Deal and many other EU strategies. So what is healthy soil? We had to agree on this. So the mission defines it as the continued capacity of soils to support ecosystem services. This definition recognises soils deliver a wide range of ecosystem functions relating to water, biodiversity, climate, landscape and culture. So this statistic that 60 to 70% of EU soils are unhealthy, where does it come from? Please do go and read Annex 1 of the mission, which presents the evidence base for this. Here's a whole list of bullets of issues that are ongoing. Essentially, we overlaid these to get to the conclusion that 60 to 70% of EU soils are unhealthy currently. So why are we in this situation? You can't solve a problem unless you understand it. So we identified that we've got a problem because it tends to be out of attention with little media or policy focus. We've got poor uptake of existing knowledge by land managers, a lack of innovation, linearity, not circularity, and fragmentation, both in the communities and also in the policy, regulatory, and business environment. So the mission has identified actions to tackle each of these issues. So what is the mission's goal overall? By 2030, at least 75% of soils in each member state should be healthy or show a significant improvement towards meeting accepted thresholds of indicators. And we have defined these indicators, which I'll talk more about tomorrow. And just to note that we must account for the variability in soil type, land use and climate across the EU. So we think the mission is a new approach. It recognises soils are dynamic and living systems. They're part of wider ecosystems and landscapes. We need a community approach. As I've mentioned before, we need to recognise the diversity of soils. And we also think we must have monitoring in a harmonised way to track progress and hold ourselves to account. So how do we deliver this goal? The mission has defined 8 specific objectives and targets. And here you can see the first 3 of these. We have 50% of degraded land needs to be reduced. We need to conserve soil carbon stocks and increase carbon in our cultivated land. We need to stop soil sealing and reuse urban soils. We need to reduce soil pollution and enhance restoration, prevent erosion, improve soil structure, reduce our global footprint, and significantly improve soil literacy. So what does success look like? Well, here are just 3 examples we give in the mission of where things have been turned around and improvements have been made, clearly showing that we do know how to do some of this and we just need to put it in action at a much more widespread scale. But to deliver it, we need supporting actions to help meet the mission objectives and targets. So we've got these building blocks and supporting actions. These include an R&I programme, living labs and lighthouses, a soil monitoring programme, training, education, communication, citizen engagement, and the supported environment. Next steps, we need to identify these living labs and lighthouses urgently. We need to also really take forward very quickly how we're going to develop these monitoring protocols to establish those thresholds or standards. We need to define specific R&I priorities. We need to really up the game with citizen engagement and outreach, and we need to develop the supportive environment. So thank you and questions, and just to leave you with some useful links, where you can find more information.